Hello everyone. Hello future phase. Good evening, yes. Hello Matt, how you doing? Early Michael. A cigar. Alright. Hello X-Rich. Mauricio. Hello Joe. Millennium Mambo. Nice. Whereabouts in Italy? Were there records around? Hello Dom. Torsten. How are you doing? How is everyone doing tonight? Hello Mike. Free Palestine. Hello Kefir Geek. Starting on a cheerful note, somewhat, I guess. Hello Ed. Oh, long time no see Ed. How you doing? Well, how good is it to put a smile on your face when everything is going to shit? The waiting room for what? For elevation? Consciousness? Salut Perplex, comment vas-tu? Well, that's the best trade-off. Records or mountains, lakes. Salut Pascal Laurent. Hello Robin. A fan club, come on. Rocket Craig Music, hello dear sir. I believe it is the first time I see this name here, so I don't know how you found your way here, but I hope you didn't make a mistake. Already the click mentality, Joe, huh? Ian? No one knows who Ian is. Ian Krause? Ian Masters? Well, I've been having a very creative week. Extremely creative. More than in a long time. And it's also been shit. But also good. We're still here, still alive. Not yet deaf, although with some records Joe is sending me, maybe. Starting off with an old classic. Some of you might have noticed or recognized it. Hello. We were listening to one of the two albums from Jeff and Jane, or Jane and Jeff Hudson, Flesh. Both are good. This is my favorite of the two. Typical early 80s minimal. This track was the one that felt the most like a sort of post-punk tune, but it definitely felt American, not British. And we listened to Mystery Chant, I believe. Not at all. We listened to Up From Hell. Well, that is thematically accurate or not. Salut Manuela. See? Army of God are descendants of this, for sure. Well, I'm glad to read that. Hopefully today will be, or tonight, or whenever, whoever is watching this will be the 8th thread of the night. There'll be a couple of threads. I think we'll be leaning a little bit more than usual towards rock music. Rock, huh? This is rock. I've got a record this week. It's gonna trigger a bunch of future videos. We'll see. Yeah, it's a great one. This was the original, but there's a cheap reissue of that on Dark Entries, I believe. But now we're listening to something a little more odd. This is a split single between Fridge and Portal. Portal was a sort of post-shoegaze British band, friends of Leland Kirby, the Caretaker, who's thanked there. It's one of the... Yeah, this is when Kieran Hebden Quartet was still doing rock. And it came out on the ever cool Earworm label, logo by the Savage Pencil. Some of you might know who I'm talking about, the illustrator that graced many fanzines, magazines, including Wire. I think he even had a cartoon in the Wire for a little while. Hello, Paul. Salut. So yes, I'm getting pressed by time. Of course, I missed the cue, but maybe I could play the Portal track. It's sort of, when I said post shoegaze, I know it's kind of reaching, but let's let the music make my case. It's always the best, isn't it? Yes, Pinogali Noto. My friend Pepino here from France, he has indeed a little bit a channel where he does do music mixes, vinyl, various lengths, various themes. Check it out if it's for you. Hello Toretrine. Yes, great label. Hello Jimmy. Well, there'll be some pretty weird or cool surprises tonight. Totally the kind of music you would expect from a Flying Saucer Attack, except that this one is maybe a little more aerial. Not much happening, you'll see, but that's the way it should be, I think. Ah, nice. Hello, Danielle. Nice to see you. So yeah, I hope everyone had a good week. I hope for those who watched last week's stream that you found some inspiration, some paths, some clues. maybe some records, and hopefully it will be a little bit of the same today, this time you're watching, except it will be all different. And if you like that, by all means leave a thumbs up to the video. I know it's annoying to hear that every week, but 2.5 hours, I'll remind you that a couple of times. I hope that's fine. And if you're watching this after the live stream, you can always leave comments to let me know what you thought. Give me some clues as well. It's not a one-way street, or it shouldn't be. And if you really like the stream, like this happening every week, like it does, I always say almost so, but this year I think I only missed 1 week because of Den Bosch, which was in a way for you. But I also had to, so you can support the stream by living, how do you say? Yeah, tipping your DJ, leaving a little tip in the coffee jar, like Mauricio did, like Andrew did, like Steve Davis just did, that like Bernd Kugoff did. Just check the description of the video and follow the links. All is there. No. Ah, good to know, Claude. Claude is getting into a more minimal vibe. He's not gonna like this one. So I haven't given the links of the records yet. I'll try to do my best. Earworm. A nice little 7-inch I bought back then, like I believe it was like 98. Must have bought this at the rough trade shop in Paris back then. These things were somewhat popular back then. Not mainstream by any stretch of the mind. But you could rely on finding them, which means there weren't enough people to chase them and to beat you at the competition, if that's what it is. It is a little bit, it can be that a little bit, which is both fun and a problem. Hunting records down, the competition. Hello Sylvain. Hello Art Noulart, how are you doing? The disco lovers, huh? So let me see if I can find that fridge portal. I expect it to be completely like less, like $5 on Discogs. Yeah, I know, I mentioned Discogs a lot because it's just so useful for, I think for most of us. Yes, as I was expecting. There's 10 copies of it, and it starts pretty low. Here's the link to the previous record that we'll listen to both sides of. But now we're listening to someone connected to someone we listened to last week. This is Joel Shadab, and we're listening to Street Scene. So this is on the Opus 1 label, one of the greatest avant-garde labels from the US. Street Scene represents completely, Street Scene was written in 1967 for Patricia Grenier, and started out to be a song with oboe accompaniment. Obviously he went a little bit loose there. Its eventual development as a tape collage juxtaposed with a recitation of Lawrence Ferlinghetti poem, The Long Street, and an English horn solo, and performed in concert. Anyways, I think it changed quite a while. Yeah. It ended up being a collection of independent sounds and continuities compared and juxtaposed. It's pretty cool. This is, as most Opus 1 releases, this is a showcase, 2 tracks by Joel Shadab, and 1 track from Lawrence Moss and Newton Strandberg. Lawrence Moss I like quite a lot, and his track there is good. I didn't remember Newton Strandberg, but just listened to it quickly before, and it was pretty good too. Usually these records have sort of like weird, like phosphorescent inks. This one I'm not sure, but something I got a long time ago that still is inspiring, because how could you fully digest something like that? That's the kind of music, I think it's quite a nice feature, music that will find a way to escape sort of finalization in your mind. And this one is somewhat cheap, but only 2 copies available on Discogs. You might find it elsewhere. It is a nice cover. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Collage, yes, absolutely. Electronic collage. Pretty out there.
The long street, which is the street of the world, passes around the world.
Hello, Quint.
All the people of the world, not to mention all the voices of all the people that ever existed. Lovers and weepers, virgins and sleepers, spaghetti salesmen and sandwichmen, milkmen and orators, boneless bankers, brittle housewives, in nylon snobbery, deserts of advertising men, herds of high school fillies, crowds of collegians, all talking and walking around or hanging out windows to see what's doing out in the world, where everything happens sooner or later, if it happens at all. And the long street, which is the longest street in all the world, but which isn't as long as it seems, passes on through all the cities and all the seas, down every alley, up every boulevard, through every crossroads, through red lights and green lights, cities in sunlight, continents in rain, hungry Hong Kongs, untillable Tuscaloosa's, Aucklands of the soul, Dublins of the imagination. And the long street rolls on around like an enormous choo-choo train chugging around the world with its bowling passengers and babies and picnic baskets and cats and dogs, and all of them wondering just who is up in the cab ahead, driving the train, if anybody. The train which runs around the world, like a world going round, all of them wondering just what is up, if anything. And some of them leaning out.
Hello, Sonic You from Denmark.
Trying to see him, to glimpse his face, to catch his eye.
Yeah, I'm not sure it has Nurse Who's Wound vibes, but I mean, if you like Nurse Who's Wound, yeah, no, you're correct here.
Rolling on, with its windows reaching up.
There will be.
Its windows, the windows
imminently.
of all the buildings in all the streets of the world. Bowling
Yes.
along through the light of the world, through the night of the world.
That
with
too.
Lanterns at crossings, lost lights flashing, crowds at carnivals, nightwood circuses, houses and parliaments.
Next
forgotten fountains,
record
cellar
is,
doors and found door. Figures
is
in
one
the night,
that
pale
I
eyes
guess
that
I
see
might.
the world
I will probably play a few tunes from, and I will probably have to
Now we
revisit
come
it
to the lonely part of
later
the part
in a different form on the
on
channel.
the lonely part of the world. And this is not the place that you change trains for the Brighton Beach Express. This is not
By the way,
place
how is
that
the
you do
sound and the
anything.
video? I changed a little
This is
thing
the
here,
part
and I hope
where
it's
no
not
one is doing
interfering.
anything.
in any way.
Where nobody is anywhere, nobody nowhere except yourself. Not even a mirror to make you two. Not a soul except your own, maybe. And even that, not there, maybe. Or not yours, maybe. Because you're what's called dead. You've reached your station.
Good, thank you.
Descent.
Now we're plunging into isolationism. This is old music, released quite a while ago, but finally released on vinyl this year for the very first time. Yeah, it's coming. Oh yes. Hello SND Seeker. Marcos, how you doing? That you can do, absolutely. I mentioned it earlier, but you can't mention it enough. Or maybe you can, but we had a great week last week, so I hope, in that regard, supporting the stream, so I hope it goes well this week as well. Lots of investigations this week. Yeah? Thank you, Frédéric, for leaving a nice tip in the coffee jar as well. Merci. This is indeed, I think it might be live. Amnesis Plus. Amnesis was published, I believe, in '98 as a compilation of unreleased and rare tracks from Scorn. Mick Harris, original member of Napalm Death, drummer there, he left Napalm Death to become Scorn, amongst other things, his longest lasting project. Although Lull might be the one now, since this also marks the end of Scorn, he said. This will be the last ever release of Scorn, 4 LPs. So basically, if you have the CD from back then, there's 2 LPs worth of additional tracks that didn't exist on vinyl, except for one, actually, that I already had. Or, yeah. This was just released, you don't need Discogs for that. Our friend Slobodan Kaviut, who was a guest on the channel, when was that, 2.5 years ago maybe? He just released that. And in terms of archival releases, this is amazing. The last one I gave the link, I think. Or didn't I? No, maybe I didn't. So, here it is. The Joel Shadabi. Wow. I hope you get to use that in a very productive way, huh? Yeah. Well, that means you're a little older than me. I've listened to them since the second album. Probably. This is dark for sure. Hello Bernd, how are you doing? On the road? Bernd likes the road on summer. Salut Salut Lily. Bonne nuit. Yeah, the bass. 100%. So yeah, I'm gonna spoil it, but me and Slobodan, we've worked our way to mix hard, and we're gonna do a video with him talking about this and the history of Scorn, hopefully. He said yes, he might change his mind, but it should be fun. Salut compare vinyle. Hello dearest Andrew. So the compilation here includes recordings from Peel sessions from the early 90s, unreleased tracks, studio tracks, some compilation tracks that were only released on the CD, some rare remixes that end up being Scorn tracks, obviously. Hope we'll get to hear that, huh? No. 93. It's a little bit weird for me to listen to that, as yes, this is quite dark. It was actually marketed as dark ambient dub back in the early mid-90s. So this makes some emotions from that time resurface, and yeah, I was a teenager, so that's quite contrasted, huh? Yeah, Nick Bolan is on this. Who's the actual one of the two original founders of Napalm Death. He was there on the first 3 albums. And regarding that video I'm talking about, let's see. So I'll put the link, the Discogs link of this anyways, just in case anyone needs that. I'm always, sometimes I'm worried that these things will be a bit too dated. Like the beats are really much an affair of the time, but somehow like the bass makes it work so well. So just if you need, here's the link on Discogs for that record. Yeah, that was a pretty good track, huh? This is actually the introducing track of the compilation. Almost Human, from a 1994 Peel session, featuring Nicholas Bullen on bass and vocals, recorded at the BBC. Yeah, Nick Bullen and Nick Bullen was one of the two guys who founded Napalm Death. Was it Justin Broderick, the other one? Probably. There you go. If you were there, this is insane because I was the DJ at that gig after and before Scorn. Matt, for real? I did a long ass interview with Mick in the basement of La Clé at Saint-Germain-en-Laye. That's insane. Really interested in that. Hello Alan, nice to see you. Yeah, well, that was exactly that indeed. It's not a hunting suit, but yeah. That's insane, Matt. Are you French? T'es français? Change of pace. A single of the first studio album by The Verve, or back then they were called Verve. And this is a B-side that is exclusive to the 7-inch, 9 o'clock. Really cool. Some of the most psychedelic music, rock of the 90s by far. Let's see if this little Verve single is worth anything. The music is worth a lot to me. I did a video about Verve a few years back, stating they were like one of the biggest misunderstandings in 90s music. Trippy for sure. So I see it's not a super cheap one, but not crazy expensive. Oh, I don't know, we'll see. Here's the link to that Verve 7-inch. Almost every record from Verve back then, B-sides of singles, is worth at least listening to. Yes, it is. Salut Lily. We had a few already, and there'll be more tonight, Rich. Yeah. And you mentioned two of the great labels. Ian McCabe. Another Ian, huh? Nick, yeah, Nick. Hello, Radio Raim. How you doing? Snafu. What's that again? Well, yeah, and even the second album, Bittersweet Symphony, is the big album, the third one. The second one was them trying to do a Britpop album. I'm playing this now because I watched Mauricio latest video. Mauricio. He did a little video about voice in music. And he mentioned some of my faves, and I thought like he asked for more in the comments, and I know he knows this, but I thought I'd play one of the great Meredith Monk albums that it's not the most talked about, it's not the most hyped. It's just one of these on ECM that you can get for close to nothing. And it's amazing. Organ, voice. She has a lot of cool people playing with her here. On this track, it's just her on voice synthesizer and Nurit Tiles on piano. Hello, I'm the dead. Oh, nice. Bonsoir, Ardent de Patience. Well, perception is perception. Hello Christian, how are you doing? Yeah, she's great. And it's only one track, the whole album is absolutely mental. Goes in quite different directions. Tracks with way more voices. And yeah, you can get this for less than $10 easily. Here's a link. to the record on Discogs.
السلام عليكم وما بعد معكم شاب جديد من قلب المنطقة تحدث اسمع معنا اليوم أول ألبوم من
I haven't, Michael. Maybe I should.
العدو ولا تمت قبل أن تكون ندما وكل هذا الحكي باشر وداشر ومتجعين قبل ما تكون متهاجر شارع رمضان القدس تحية القدر والغدرين.
Oh, Roulette. This is I love the channel.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. صامتون كالجبل في وجه الكسارة كالبواب في وجه العمارة ولا تمت قبل أن تكون ندما ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. استمعوا.
Here's a little secret record. This has triggered a lot of interest I've had in that you've, witnessed in the past year or so. I refrain from sharing it because it's so rare. It's becoming silly. But it is one of my favorite records of the past 10 years. It will get reissued next year. That's why I thought it's good to finally share this. A little less snobbish.
هسه بتطلع بالعلالية اوعك تطلع بالعلالية هسه بتطلع بالعلالية اوعك تطلع بالعلالية وانا اخجل لا اخجل يوم تبقى عمر احكيلك كل بحكي في وجهك بحكي في دارك هيك احنا تربينا هيا بجد زي هوس بنحوش ان نتجوز بنخلف صير افجد يوم ولدي يخلف جد وانا اجمد لا بنساش حد يوم ما اسال بحتاج رد بتجاوبش بس تاتشك بحتاج لك.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Bernd. The boss Vinus and Björn. Thank you all for leaving nice tips, very nice tips in the coffee jar as well. I'm the dead Björn, DJ Double Helix. Thank you guys. So who will be won over with this and who will be lost? This is a Palestinian duo. Shab Jdid and Al Nater, Zindibad El Vard, from Ramallah to Jerusalem and back. Was released, I believe, in 2019, 20, like 6-7 years ago, and I'm gonna play a few tracks because there's not that much rap that excites me anymore. Hello Analog 76. Let me give you a link to that record. Oh, there's actually a few copies on Discogs, but they're crazy expensive. Cat, I know C-Cat Trends. Where do you see it? There or there? I think I have it. I'm not sure. Italo. Hello DJ Mr. Joel. Here it is. Always say that autotune can be used in a very efficient and cool way. And it suits Arabic so well. And we're about to get to the I mean, the header of the album, as far as I'm concerned. I think they only did 300 copies of that, which is quite a lot. So it is a Palestinian label, even if it was like distributed in Italy. My left, so here. I don't know what you can see here. Yeah, it's not the record Oh no, this is not the header. Yeah, now I remember. I'm just confounded with this record. How the variety of vocals and singing they have on it. Still extremely minimal.
ننسى ذا البعنية بس ولا بس ولا بس ولا ايه بس بلا بس بلا بسم الله بس بستعمر باسم الدير بس بستعمل بسم الله أشكر بسرع فيك يلا ولا بلا بداش تقدم
I don't remember many people like hyping this record anyways, so I thought like let's give it a good feature. Hello Major Talk.
تطلع بالعالي وتلبد لي لو زي كان احنا نسلي ويلي عالي الشاب مش فاهم نحكي فيه بس خليه في حاله الشاب مش فاهم نحكي فيه ولا تشوش تعبنا عليه انا متاخر كون بالليل لا كون بالصبح انا نكد جالك يا خي قلب معدي وانا مذاك بحد غير بربعي ومنهب الموت لو جاني المطراني حط عيني بعنية ننسى ذا البعنية واظل بدعى بيطيني حراسي ولا تشوف العز تعال شوف عراسي ومنهب الموت لو جاني.
Okay, so that's what I was fearing a little bit. How bad is it, Magic Berber?
ننسى البعنية ننسى الجنة نطلع صبحية انسى الجن يسأل عليا ليش لترندن كنت مضيع فشرة عين كل ولدك حي بتسأل شتين قلت لك طيب تسأل لي خلي في الحق شطروا عليها القافلة تعاون السيد في سيريا بس كل
I've had a router extension, so I don't need to bring my router here every time, but the signal is not as strong as usual.
نشرب مرشان نبورد والراح اليوم بكره نعزيه نكد قلق يا خي قلب معدي وانا مذاك بعد غير بربعي ومنهب الموت لو جاني المطراني حط عيني بعنية ننسى ذا البعنية واظل بدعى بيطيني حراسي ولا تشوف العز تعال شوف عراسي ومنهب الموت لو جاني المطراني حط عيني بعنية ننسى ذا البعنية ننسى ذا البعنية ننسى ذا البعنية.
Okay, so it's not that bad, but okay. I'll try to find a way to bring it closer to me, but it's not easy. Oh yeah, the Julia, yeah, it's kind of in line with this, but I think this is even like probably inspirational for Julmuda.
فانا بتخبى بالنار واطلق بالنط بالليل واذا الجو
That's for sure. Hello, Thomas. Yeah. So I believe they pressed it in Italy, but the whole team behind it is seems to be from Palestine, in Ramallah. Cheers, Joe. Thank you. You too. I remember how exotic that felt in 2019, early 2020, I think. And I've dug so much for music like that since then, that now I feel totally at home with this. Isn't it something? العيش صار زي الفيلم بالصبح كم حلم بالصبح بالصبر استنى في الدنيا تلاقي الثعيب ناس سعيدة بلقائي اصحابي عند الوقائي اصحابي هم هدوليك الباقي بيحكي على الفاضي العيش صار زي الفيلم بالصبح كم حلم بالصبح بالصبر استنى في الدنيا تلاقي الثعيب ناس سعيدة بلقائي اصحابي عند الوقائي هم هدوليك الباقي بيحكي على الفاضي. I tend to agree with that. But it is also, it leaves room for a lot of sort of melodic vocal improvisation. Like there's a lot of like Kalsum in this as well, I would say. Yeah, this is the last track I'm gonna play from that record. I love this. So I thought that gave you a good idea of the range of such a minimal concept can still give you. مش اكساس مشان يوم شوف فوضك عليك تزعل زي في ملان بلادنا مبنكة في ملان وان شاء الله الجمعة في كمان وكل مين شبشت على المسرح بيستغرب وهنا من زمان وينك من زمان شفت بعينك الامان شوف بضمن لك حسنك حسن. This is my favorite track of the album. خلصنا تفضلوا على عشان نطلع استجمش على المسرح وقته الضوء برد من الجو فانا ناقص مني جوا كلكم بتلعبوا فيها عداء انا بلعبها قوة هي هرم من الوزن يا زين يوم مارس كل متزن يوم بزعل بتزعزع من جوا ليش لاني انا برد من الجو فانا ناقص مني جوا كلكم بتلعبوا فيها انا بلعبها قوة هي هرم من الوزن يا زين يوم مارس متزن بزعل لو بتزعلني ويوم بزعل بتزعزع من جوا ضلني ساكت طول الوقت انا تتحسر حظك حظ كلاب حذر فزر سد الباب سند بادت سند باد سند راحت سند الجاب وانا سند بادي شغلي ماشي شرطي شاف ماشي رحت اتفتش شي مسك طوطي شرطي شكله رط شلتي بيعرفوني وقت اتنرفز يلا يلحقوني رحت اتمركز لما يمسكوني نام بالمركز غير بتدلل بضطر برتاح نام بيسكوني بفيق وانا بجهز نيكوز انا كرز لانه مصيره انيكوز انا كرزتي مش منطق تضملك وانت بتسرح بمنطقتي سيب اذا لما تجيني بجيك ولا بسأل عندي يقيني في شيلي ومصدر رزق جبيني ودايما بعرق دايما بنسى ضلني ساكت طول الوقت انا تتحسر حظك حظ كلاب حذر فزر سد الباب سند. Yeah, this track brings so much joy to me. Rap doesn't need to be more complicated than that. Doesn't mean you can't be doing something pretty great. So I've seen pre-orders for it for January next year. A reissue with a different cover. I don't know if it will be exactly the same track listing, but yeah. So if you Google the name of the album, which I can give you the link again here, and you're patient, then you could be rewarded. But if you're not patient, you have to you'll have to spend a pretty dollar. Now this record I love. It was such a treat when I found it quite some time ago, maybe 25 years ago, I'm not sure. This is again an avant-garde showcase. Música electroacústica. Municipalidad de la Ciudad de Buenos Aires. I don't really know what all these things mean. But we're listening to the track by Hilda Dionda, Emma Curti on cello. Yeah, this was released in 1970 in Chile. I'm not sure this was ever reissued. I'm thinking of this because again Mauricio playing this Josie de Oliveira, or talking about this Josie de Oliveira track, and yeah, quite a few women in the fields of avant-garde contemporary music in South America. It's a pretty crazy record. Everything there is worth a listen. There's a track by Nelly Moreto as well that is pretty good. I don't think so. Let me see. Let me give you a link for that one. There's not much Hilda Dionda music out there. There's also a showcase on Tacuabe from Uruguay. Sorry, by the way, Argentina, of course. I said Chile, but no. Valparaiso is Chile. Yeah. So this is for Sagana as well. Yeah, no copies for sale on this one, and no official reissue. There's Creel Pone has done CD copies, CD versions of that one. Here it is. And by the way, we just reached the first hour of the stream, of the video. So if you haven't already, somewhere here are the buttons for the thumbs. If you're still here, or if you happen to stumble upon here, just the very moment, if you haven't already, by all means leave a thumbs up to the video. It does nice things to everyone. doesn't hurt anyone. And let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments if you're watching this not live as well. And if you've enjoyed some of the selections so far, by all means, support the channel. Follow the links in the description of the video and tip your DJ of the night, of the day, of whenever you're watching and discovering this. This is mighty helpful and instrumental to this happening every week. And on that note, thank you, Rich, for leaving a very nice tip in the coffee jar. The Palestinian tip tonight. Bit of a dusty record, huh? Next is an interesting record in terms of what it will make you, what it will remind you of, and especially considering when this is from. Mahatma da merde. Come on. Overachiever with this avatar and this name. You found a copy of Moira, Crazy Countdown. I don't think I know it. I'll make a note of checking it. I find it quite fascinating with music like that. That could have a feeling of improvisation, not in this part, maybe. But no, it's composed music. Let me know what this reminds you of and from which country you think this is from. And don't try to be clever. I remember finding this record like maybe in '97 at Parallel, I think, in Paris. I never changed my mind about it. I think it's a great record. It's not The Cure, obviously, and it's not British, but it should be. It sounds exactly like Joy Division, yeah. And not far off. This is from the Netherlands. This is Meekness. His first album, Leave Me Your Ears, and it came out, not surprisingly, on Torso, Dutch label, 1981. Even the singing sounds like the way Jan Curtis was singing some songs. Yeah. Good call. I really like that record. It's not like a huge record, but there's a bunch of tracks on this really worth your while. This is the track I would play in a club. I will. And it's still a dirt cheap record. You should be able to get it for 10 euros or less. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Tip your DJ of the night. A great jazz record that never gets talked about. I've never heard it, never seen anyone talk about it. Doesn't mean it's completely obscure, but it's on a label that mostly releases prog. Released in 1975, recorded in 1973, very close to here in Stockholm, Gulda Hatten, in the Golden Hat Club. the guy that made me, or the musician there that I bought this for is Ivan Oscarsson, the drummer. Ivan the Terrible. But this is a Tommy Coverhult and Jan Wahlgren quintet on the Dragon label. Early release on Dragon. Fire. Flugelhorn, tenor saxophone, flute, piano, bass and drums. Yeah, of course you do. You do. Woo! Give you the link to that one. So Mike from the Jazzman was here earlier. This is a somewhat cheap record. Huh? Yeah, it's quite cheap actually. If you're into jazz and you get this record thanks to this stream tonight, that's why you're here. There's 9 copies available of this. Good copies start at 40 bucks. There's basically only 3 copies, one in the US, one in Bulgaria, 2 in the US, good copies, and 1 decent copy as well in the US. So 3 copies in the US on Discogs, and 1 in Bulgaria for Europe, and the rest is not great condition. Yeah. Hello Zelvia, how are you doing? Well, if you have something good to trade, you never know. Even here in Sweden, it's not a record that turns up that often anymore. Bunch of bearded hippies, huh? Okay, let me know in the comment later or contact me on Instagram. You're welcome. You got the one in Europe then. Well, there's my festival, but this year we had to postpone to next year. But there's a bunch, yeah. past 2 years we did like an incredible festival in the middle of nowhere in Sweden. Svart 08. Probably my favorite electro artist ever, a credible eyewitness from Italy, featuring Ghost Ride, also from Italy. Since we postponed that one, we're building again the whole thing. But if you go on my Instagram, you should find posts about it with links to what exists. I did an interview with this guy from Italy, a credible eyewitness. He's been around since the late 90s. This is like from 6-7 years ago, maybe a little more. Yeah, a little more. And very strange guy. Only someone strange could do something that specific. Very peculiar sense of melody. Yeah, 7 years ago, 2019. Yeah. Yeah, he had a streak of interesting records in the 2010s. Before that, it was alright, but when he started to work with this guy Ghost Ride, who apparently works at the Italian Parliament, that combination was golden. So heavy in the bass and the intensity. not the easiest music to mix, by the way. It's so intense. There's so much stuff happening all the time. Not much room to add anything to this from a DJ perspective, but yeah. The bass is also so overtaking of everything in it. I think the first time I heard about him was on a compilation on the Nature label from Roma, Marco Passarini, that I got into because it featured a track by Phoenicia from Miami, who has also deep roots in electro, a different kind, Miami bass. But this is rooted in something I'm not sure where it's coming from. But it's Italian, as this record. A credible eyewitness and ghost ride. Electric dance floor. Not the most creative names, huh? So to no one's surprise, this is a library soundtrack from Italy, the best country for library soundtracks, as far as I'm concerned. Temi di ambiente. So some tracks are, this is an ambience for sure, and some tracks, as the next one, will be more clearly ambiente. This is Nini Comoli from Milano on the Fama label. Fama is usually very rare. This one is not as rare. Let me double check. And let's have a little bit of an idea of how far this can go to. Ooh, spooky. Oh yeah, it is expensive. No, not crazy expensive. Yeah, this is an expensive record that I entered on Discogs. How long ago? 16, 17 years ago. Mm-hmm. Time flies. Here it is. Italien, Claude, italien. I hadn't listened to that one in ages. And yeah, I just pulled it from the shelves and thought, oh, I remember there's some goodness on it, but I have no recollection of what it was. Apart from there were some quite abstract tracks like this that still has some sort of funkiness in a way. Not funkiness, but like coolness for sure. And I see what Claude is meaning with the British angle here. I like the idea of the Cocteau Twins more than the Cocteau Twins. But this I like. Hello Record Hound. This is a band from Australia. This was released in 2015. Miniatures is the band. Just the minds. A double LP on 45 with 11 songs. So it's sort of the exact right balance between the Cocteau Twins and My Bloody Valentine. Yes. There's some much heavier tracks in terms of distortion on this. But it just goes back and forth into this sort of heavy dream pop, because dream pop usually doesn't have such heavy bass. That came a little later. There's exceptions. By the way, are the glitches still coming at the same pace, or is it less, more? That's what I feared. Salut Effective Vinyl. Maybe I'll only do 2 hours tonight then. Yeah, I see it on my end as well. There's a bunch of small minor issues. Let me find this one for you. This is another track from the same album. I remember it was quite an ordeal to manage to get it, as I think this is an Australian label as well. I'm not sure. Here's a link to that record. And sorry about that, yeah. So I guess if it's just gonna be worse, we're gonna have to cut it short for once. That's a shame. I had a bunch of other fun things to share. Alright, so if the sound and quality of the video is going too quickly down now, I'll thank everyone for stopping by, and I'll try to address the whole thing for next week. And yes, there's no point in having glitchy drone music or very, I don't know, like ethereal music like this. We missed the disco time because of that. I apologize to the fans, Art Nullart, but I can't see what you see from your description. I think it's for the best for tonight. still, I want to thank you everyone for stopping by. And yeah, there's things I can't even do on the computer at the same time right now. But you can still leave a thumbs up to the video, a comment, and like Rich, I'm the Dead, DJ Double Helix, Daniel, Bernd Euler, Frédéric, Mauricio, Manuel, Steve, Bernd Hugoff. Keep your DJ of the night if you got some good leads and if you like this happening every week. But if you can't, and also I cut the the stream short tonight, so cheers everyone. See you next week hopefully. Bye bye.